Hi and welcome to Farmbook. So when selecting your cabbage variety, it's very important to say, okay, well, what's your market type and so on. So we recently visited Sakata's field day, and we had a look at specifically new smaller varieties that the market really wants, and some speciality varieties, and then looking at winter varieties as well. So have a look, enjoy.
Okay, guys, just quickly as a brief, um, just a reference. If the table is on this side, then it means it's the first planting.
Yeah.
If it's on this side, it means it's the back plants. Okay, this is an easy example to show you because you can clearly see where the red cabbages start. Okay, just keep it in mind when we go on. When it's not marked, it means that either it's a control, it's something that we're working with, we don't have seed of it yet, so it's phases for us. So we just want to show you what we're working with. Okay, starting with bobcat, there was, I think the cabbage market is very fickle sometimes. Always, South African market, the South African guys wanted these big boys that you can't even carry. Okay, and then suddenly the consumer said, the mama that goes and buys it, she said, listen, I can't carry that thing to my home. I don't want to buy that big head. So it started going to a smaller, more controllable, like a 3 kilogram head. Okay, bobcat is a perfect example of that kind of size. This is exactly what they can use. Not everybody has the ability to store stuff at home. They don't have fridges, they don't have, refrigerators and stuff like that. So they want to buy it now, cut it up, consume it now. Okay, so that's why we have cabbages like bobcat. African market also loves it. Okay, red jewel, speciality, as you can see it. This is what we eat. If you go to KFC and you eat some coleslaw, you see some red stuff in there, don't worry about it, it's just a red cabbage. Okay, it's a very nice cabbage to have. It's got a nice field holdability. Okay, you guys said that you have grown some cabbage. Have you seen it splitting?
Yes.
Okay, it's a big problem for cabbages, and we do a lot of holdability tests with cabbages just to make sure that you can grow it and you can harvest when you can mark it, because it doesn't help that everything is ready and you have to harvest now and it just goes rotten. Okay, so we want something that can stand in the field a little bit longer, just to take you through that week or 2 weeks until the market is right again. And it's easy with a baby. They can stand there for much longer. If you guys have a little bit of time, you can walk through the different, if you look in your booklets that you received when walking in, there's 3 different planting dates on the cabbages. Okay, you can walk through the different, you'll see that there's the other cabbages there at the back. I won't be talking there, but go and look at the red one there. It's still nice. It's still small, there's no cracking, it's still a very nice cabbage. Okay, so this is a speciality. It's not big, but obviously your planting density on this stuff is much higher, where you'll usually plant anything from 22 to 25, 26 maybe. You'll go to up to 60,000 per hectare on this, just to keep it small. So they manipulate the size to keep it small. And yes, the nice thing about red jewel, you can grow to be a big cabbage as well. Okay, good. Moving on. This is something I would, you would like that one at the back. That's a big boy. Okay, it's a very nice one.
Let me have a look here.
That's also something that we're using as a control. And what we're trying to see is field holdability on that.
Yeah, look at the size of this thing.
It's just a control, it's a cylinder. But look at this. This is exactly what we're talking about, the splitting. If you're going to put the knife in here, it's going to go. You just have to give it a little bit of a tip now. And we are testing for bigger cabbages that can stand in the field and just hold that, just stand there and just wait for you to harvest it.
That doesn't burst.
That doesn't burst. So we're trying to do that. And that's when you look at
Is
the
just-
sheet,
Is this
an example of bursting.
yeah.
Yes, it's exactly example. If you look here, this is the start, and that's what the end of.
Okay, so it starts off like this. There you can see, and then that's the end result, and you give that to the pigs.
Sometimes the pigs don't even want it. Okay, moving on to Grand Slam. Grand Slam, even though a lot of people plant it year round, is actually our winter variety. Enoch can tell you about it. Enoch, it's your turn. Grand Slam is really a nice variety. Once again, these cabbages are more focused on your bakkie mark, or the people that goes and stacks a lot of them onto each other. So you want something that's a little bit flatter. If you look at the shape, you see it's a little bit flatter. It's not round, it's not lettuce round. Okay, so one of our best sellers, excellent variety, and we are still doing a lot of work on Grand Slam. Okay, this baby Do you like it?
That'll do well, huh?
It's a perfect for a bakkie also, ne? It stacks onto each other very nicely, it doesn't get hurt. It's a very firm weight. I'm going to pass it around so you guys can feel.
Ooh, what's the weight?
It's, well, I didn't weigh this one.
I
You can
think
tell
it's
me.
18 this one, or 22. Yeah, might get me 22 this one.
That's a big one.
It's a nice cabbage, ne?
22.
What's that?
I didn't know you could pick up 22.
It's nice, ne? And it's very, very firm, very densely packed. If you cut, my knife is lying there now, but if you cut it open, you'll see that there's leaf. There's no space for anything else there.
But is this commercially available
No,
yet?
this is our second phasing.
Yes.
So we're gonna get seed in August, and then it's gonna get a name. It's gonna be commercially available.
Okay, so
Okay.
SCB. Okay, we'll have a.
Keep your eye on this.
We'll
This
keep
is-
our
this is
eye on
up and
this.
coming. Okay, it's gonna be like me in 2 years' time. I'm gonna be better. Suck this one.
Is it a winter variety?
We still haven't really established a slot. We've trialed it all year round, and it was very adaptable. So I'm very wary to say just full summer, just full winter. I think we have to see it in the different regions first. So
But it almost will more or less then be the same as Grand Slam in that slot. Give or
exactly,
take.
exactly. So where we say Grand Slam is actually a winter variety, but it can be used. I mean, in hyphens, it can be used in summer. You will still get ahead. We're still trying to establish the perfect slot. Okay.
So that's it for specific winter varieties and so on. I think a very, very important part is again selecting the time slot that your cabbage needs to be planted to make sure that you don't get unnecessary risks that you need to control as well, and to make sure that you've got a marketable product. So yeah, till next time, have a look out for the other videos. There's a few more coming. Cheers.